wanted this premium Squarespace rotating text but didn't want to code or upgrade for a code block, then I have the perfect hack for you. This is a tutorial on how to add rotating text without any code on the basic plan, and this tutorial will show you how to do it. Now, it's going to take you about 20 minutes. There's no lying here. This isn't,
oh, it'll take 5 minutes.
It won't. It will probably take you about 20 minutes. But after that, we're going to have a fabulous rotating coloured text in your brand colours. Cooey, if you're new here, I'm Natalie, the Tech Angel, and I help you make your tech feel calm, feminine, and a little bit more fabulous. Right, enough of all that. Let's dive in. Cooey, so this is what we are going to be recreating. Can you see this scrolling bit of text here? So it's 4 different bits of text. So it's technical support, marketing strategy, web design, and social media. Now, usually rotating text is something you have to add with CSS code, and you need to be on the core plan for that. Now, I don't have the funds to be upgrading to core. I am on the basic plan, and here is the hack for adding rotating text into Squarespace, just being on the basic plan, no code required. And we do this using a Canva hack. Basically just 2 steps to this. The first step is we recreate this in Canva, we download it, and then the second step is uploading it onto our Squarespace website. So pretty simple. I think the hardest thing is deciding which text you're going to use. So this is the thing, you've got to think about what page is this going on? So this is going on my homepage. So I do kind of want it to highlight the different things that I'm offering. But equally, I don't want it to be a list of everything I've ever done. This shouldn't be like 10 things long. This should be like 3 or 4 of your core offers. So I would say that these 4 things are my most popular, my core things I want more of as well. That's like, so if you want more of, so for example, I want more web design, so I'm definitely going to highlight the fact that I do that. So perhaps if you're a web designer, maybe you want to put on here the types of platforms. So Shopify, I do Shopify templates, I do SEO. So perhaps if you're a photographer, maybe the things you would write here are wedding full day, pregnancy portraits, pet portraits, smash cakes. Only keep it again to about 3 or 4. Or if you're like a cafe, perhaps you want to highlight the types of things you do. So specialty coffee, iced lattes, baked pastries, brunch goodiness. And this is the thing, you definitely want to keep it to the words that your audience use. So if you're a cool hip cafe, definitely use like, I don't know, brunch goodiness and, I don't know, flaky pastry, whatever the words are. So talk to your direct audience. Okay, so we are in Canva here, and you want to create a canvas here at 640 by 200. This is the size I've used. But you've got to be mindful that my longest phrase here is technical support. So that is what the 640 is. You might need it slightly wider if you're trying to put in like wedding portraits, photography, something quite wordy. You might need to just tweak these sizes and make it longer. I've kept to the font size of 85 point now. But we don't like reinventing the wheel here, so I have left the template below if you want to just grab a copy of this. Now you need 1 page per phrase or word. So I've got 4 phrases, so I've got 4 pages. You know, if you're only having 3, delete one of these pages. And you just want to write down the different words. So I have here web design, marketing strategy, social media, and technical support. So this font isn't actually native to Canva. So in the template below will be a Canva ready font that everybody will have. This is actually called Super Mega Fantastic. Yes, that's its actual name. This is a free font I downloaded from Creative Market. So if you want a tutorial on how to get other free fonts and get them like in your own Canva account, let me know and I'll do a separate video on that. But this is like my accent branding font. Yeah, so I have this now available in my Canva, and I'm changing the font here using this drop down here, and then I'm changing the colour to one of my branding colours. So I have a colour palette already set up, but you know, we can click this here and change it to any of your, if you had like, for example, you know, maybe yours is more of a blue, so we can put in the hex code and overwrite that. Okay, so we're almost there, people. Once you've decided on the words, written them in, we've changed the text to our branding, we've changed the colour to one of our colours. The next thing we need to do is just double check this here, the timing. Now I've got it set to 5 seconds. So that just basically means it's taking 5 seconds on each word or phrase. So yeah, now it'll change to marketing strategy. 3, 4, 5. Now it'll change to social media. So if you want it quicker than what mine is rotating, you need a smaller number. If you want it to take longer than what mine is, then obviously it's a bigger number, maybe change it to like 7 or 8. But you don't want it to be too much slower, because people aren't going to be sat there staring like at your page that it's going on, you know. It's like a quick second before somebody starts to scroll, so we don't want it too long in between each rotation. Okay, now this is the really important part. We need to download this now, but we need to change the settings, so it'll automatically default to PNG. You want to change this in the drop down to GIF. But you didn't know this was here. And then we do need to make sure this is ticked here, the transparent background. And that means that it can go on, like my background here isn't actually pure white, it's slightly off white. And it could be that I'm overlaying this maybe on like a darker colour as well. We need to make sure that we download this as a transparent background. Okay, click download. Now that has downloaded, and it's downloaded into my downloads folder, but we're not going to leave it there. We're going to be organised, okay girls? We are not living in a chaotic hot mess. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this across to where the rest of my website photos live, and that is in my CEO folder. Click into my CEO, I've got stuff on my website, so I'm going to drag that into there, and I'm going to rename it. I'm just going to call it I Help with GIF. Okay, the next step is to upload it onto your website. So log into Squarespace. This is the exciting bit. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit so you can see this. Because I'm a designer, I've got access to lots of other websites and stuff, so you'll probably only have your own here. So here we are, we're logged in. We've got website here selected on the left, and then just click edit. Right, here we go. We are on my home page. I have actually just deleted it so I can talk through how to add it from scratch. So we're going to go across here and click add block, and then click here where it says image. And it adds this little square. We're going to drag it over to where we want. I'm just going to make it a little bit thinner and longer. Then I'm going to click this add button here and upload the file that we've just saved to our website photo area. If you'd already pre-uploaded this, like say you've already got everything, all your images uploaded, you would select from library instead. But I'm going to show you how to upload the file. So I've just navigated to where I saved it, click open, and voila. So I'm just going to click save, and there you go. Let's do a hard refresh on my website. Fabulous. Yeah, it's just slightly more offset now. I don't mind that. Looks kind of nice. But if we wanted it more lined up, then I could just go in and like make that a little bit thinner, and then it kind of makes it a bit more left aligned. So save that. See if that has had any effect here. Let's do a hard refresh. There we go, it's a bit more left aligned now. Now you are done now, but I just want to tell you about a little bit of an advanced hack here, and that is an SEO hack. So if I just click here and go into edit and scroll down, can you see these two here? It says alternative file name and image alt text. Now we ignore these, and we shouldn't, because these are really good for SEO. We want to change these to the keyword we're trying to rank for this page. This is my home page, so I'm trying to rank really for like web design in Chorley, because that's where I'm based. So what I'm going to do here is website design Chorley, and then I'm going to copy and paste that here. So yeah, this is a really good SEO hack. So, and we want to be doing this every time, because we are changing our images probably more often on our website more than anything else. And so I think it's easier to do it as you go in, rather than being like, right, I need to spend 2 hours going through every single image on my website and putting all these alt file names and text. And that is all there is to it. So hopefully you found that pretty easy to follow. I've left a link to the Canva template below, so make it even easier for you so you don't have to figure out the dimensions yourself. If you have any questions or anything that makes sense, anything new you want to ask me, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you and maybe even make a video to help you along the way. That's everything. Stay fabulous, doodles!